Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this
morning, waking up to it. It was fun. Had a big party last night. Band came out and played for us Friday night. The one bar in town, which is, you can see the smoke coming off the smoke stack. And everybody just pitches a tent wherever.
Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
Random stop on my way to home.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
There's the Salty Dog further down on the left. There's a little strip of a few places to drink tonight. They call it spit because it feels like somebody's spitting on you. This,
awesome. Yeah, put it away.
Seriously? Look at this. Wow, now that is a beautiful morning.
And I'm holding tight to that night we had a ball. We had a ball. Here's to the kids out there smoking in the streets. They're way too young, but I'm way too old to breathe. And know it how, but they still ain't seen the truth. Just play my song. Show it all
got done playing some guitar out here on the porch. This is a very cool coffee house. Sedovia. Just took the ferry over. Really cool spot. I mean, look at this. Just chilling. Jeez. Some kid was on the bridge fishing and he caught a fish and I helped him reel it in. I went down to the water to help get it for him. Probably a 20-pound warehouse, books and coffee. There's a little path to get down here. This place is insane. People drive four-wheelers around town. There's 10 miles of road on this island. Crazy. What a way to live.
No matter which way you go, no matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with the ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. I was walking with the ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. No matter which way you go, no matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with the ghost. I said, please, please don't insist. I was walking with the ghost. I said, please don't insist.
Homer was a lot of fun.
No matter which way you go, no matter which way you stay, you're out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. I was walking with the ghost. I was walking with the ghost. Out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. You're out of my mind, 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 out of my mind. I was walking with the ghost. 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 I was walking with the ghost.
So over there's the town of Seward. And this is just about a 1.5 mile walk that I took to get out. Apparently they rent kayaks and whatnot over here, so I'm going to check it out and see how much, if they have a kayak available. All right, next trip, buy a kayak and tour around this area of Alaska for weeks and just go from island to island. Leaving Seward, finally, 5 days and 4 nights there. Seward was badass. It was great weather. It was just like this. All 5 days.
When I arrived in my old set of clothes, I was half a world away from.
So we're in the staging area at Whittier to go through the tunnel. And all these cars are going to go first, and I get to go last because I'm a motorcycle. The thought is, if I slip and bust ass on a rail and slide out, no one behind me will run me over. It's comforting.
Alongside my innocence, I laid in bed awake, conflicted in the strains with the impetus of age. But like a phantom, she crept across the floor and out the window. Darling, do not fear what you don't really know. From this place on the man, so my heart was taken down, scattered in 1,000 little pieces on the ground. And I below a street lamp like an orphan with a halo. Darling, do not fear what you don't really know, 'cause it won't last. Worries will pass. All your troubles, they don't stand a chance. And sometimes it takes more than a lifetime to know. Darling, do not fear what you don't really know.
So I just arrived on the ferry to Cordova. It's 100 miles away from Whittier by boat. You can only get here by boat or by plane.
Your confidence is flawless, your faith etched in stone. Neither could comfort you from the wild unknown. So bury your burning hatred like a hatchet in the snow. Darling, do not fear what you don't really know. If you have a broken heart or a battered soul, find something to hold on to let
We are set up for sleeping tonight.
I found no peace in the lies that I've told. I'm
Got a sea
only
line right in front of us.
hurt by the
Pretty cool.
blows that get
Cruising along.
withheld.
Huh? Back under.
The sharper I get cut, the harder I get held.
So it's Wednesday. I'm in Cordova.
All that
This is my first full day. I just spent the night at that awesome campground. I went into town and I got my first shower in probably, I can't remember. So note to self, take no showers.
Oh, you're the one that I've been calling for. Oh, without you I've been burning low. Oh, you're the one that I've been calling for. I found no peace in the lies that I've told.
All right, Alright, so we ended up at the end of the Cordova Cooper Highway, 38 miles out. And we're going to start heading back on this road. And I think there'll be some stops along the way to do some hikes. Just starting out on Saddleback Glacier Trail. A lot of beautiful ferns, nice moss in the trees. Pretty cool. I have a feeling this is the end of the 3-mile trail. Seeing it as I'm seeing it. Oh, look at that. It's right up into the glacier. Pretty. It's awesome. Maybe icebergs.
Would you go along with someone like me? I did before and had my share.
Mountain's way off in the distance. So we crashed my motorcycle. I about lost it. God, I'm so glad I was composed. I was following, we switched bikes. And we were riding. I've never seen somebody crash a bike and walk away without a scratch on him, and the bike was in perfect shape. I mean, I've dropped my bike while it was on the kickstand, not moving. He was going like 40 miles an hour. Fishtailed the back end, and I saw it happening, and I was just like, fuck! Oh, he went off the road. He did an endo over the handlebars. The bike spun around and it did a 180, and it was facing the opposite direction, laid down in the grass, and you couldn't have asked for a better crash. I was absolutely amazed. I couldn't believe it. Hundreds. You can see the fins, and they're just covered up. Water's maybe a foot deep, and they're just sticking out of the water because they can't get deep enough. All right, time to leave my baby and get aboard the boat up top. Good times. It's 6:30 in the morning. I'm so tired. Sucks to be that dog.
Like the fetus type, see the sun retreat, this hype is evil. Might it be what I perceive as our heights in a state of decay. Say it's but a few days left. Ain't let it rest since I was fresh up in no CHS. Never seen my senior year, but I never shed a tear. Kept my head up and let in the weapon to let them hear how we lick it off for victory. Synesthesia, feel the imagery, sympathy, give them clemency. You witnessing the synergy, that's how they shall remember me upon expiration of God and training. Take them beyond denominations, stay calm and patient. We gon' make it to our destination. Condolences to those taken in the conflagration. I suppose they will wait
I
us
just
now.
want to
I
jump
make them
in
proud
now.
when I'm out doing that
That looks
thing.
juicy.
Utilize the line to rebel. Find a mass of others with like minds in the swell. Reminiscing over this, and it ain't hard to tell. Now my daughter know Geo's bars, my heart swell. I've been lost at sea, tossed around.
Oh, it's a tough day in Valdez today. I went out last night, and I didn't see it coming, but one beer after another beer after another beer. And I paid for maybe 4 beers, and I must have had 8 bought for me.
Like the shine wheel, conciliatory. I built for my affiliates. A guild of spitters. The core of the city is insidious. A war of attrition waged and sick games played. The script scribbled, written to get them on the same page. If obliterated, the kid to make something out of nothing. Divinity in them poured the form, the forge function. Natural born hustler cousin. You can't touch them for the
so it's
moment.
nighttime.
Showing some love.
Well, looks like daytime, but it's nighttime. It's about I think it's 10:30. Well, last night worked out nicely. Got some good shut-eye. This spot was perfect. Bike stayed dry. It did start raining around 2-3 in the morning, so I had to get out of bed and go get the rain fly. Put the rain fly on. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. Worked out okay. I didn't see any animal tracks when I woke up, so nobody paid me a silent visit last night, which is reassuring. And I'm about to get breakfast.
The importance of the bond we well. When you see a standard task, son, your chest gon' swell. Used to hear it from my grand, now I know how she felt. Played a hand out, boy, you looking swell, 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 swell.
Chain. I've tried to work with this one as best I can, but I think I've hit a breaking point. It's going to stretch more and more. So I'm going to make it to McCarthy, which is 60 miles on a dirt road. Worst possible road probably to put this bike on right now, but I want to go. And if I don't do it now, I won't do it later. So hopefully she'll make it, and the chain won't become a catastrophic breakdown. It wouldn't be an adventure if it was easy. This isn't that big of a deal. The clutch plate earlier was pretty big. This is a gradual problem that's going to happen whether I like it or not. So the question is, how much time do I have left before it happens? I needed that. I got my shower fix. It was nice and refreshing for sure. Copper River. Oh man, my legs are beat. This road is beating the crap out of me. It just seems like if I go 60 or 70 on this gravel dirt road, the bumps aren't that bad, but I wonder if my front and rear shocks feel the same way about that. I've got the salmon catch mills out. They just line the banks of the river, and the current spins them around, and they pick up salmon in their little baskets, and they dump them out, and then it goes back down and catches another round. We got a lot of miles in today. We went all the way from McCarthy to Denali Highway, and I want to say we're about 30 miles in on the highway. This highway rocks. I just gassed up at the last gas station for the next 100 miles or so. I guess they have a few places here and there that have spare gas, but spare gas is limited, and I should be fine. I just filled up, so I'll last at least 200 miles, so no problems there. I've been checking out some dirt roads on the side, and I think I found my spot to post up tonight. So here she is, and there's my view for the night. Not too shabby. And so I'll continue down the road tomorrow morning, I think. Get out of the weather. Unfortunately, the bike doesn't get a break from it, but I do. Man, she is dirty. She is muddy. She's gonna be either really happy or pissed off at me come later this evening when I take a look at her. But that bike is getting wore out. But I'm having fun. It's getting slick out there, so I gotta be a little more cautious on my turns. So we got our broccoli Alfredo, some pasta boiling, well, soon to be boiling, and I'm gonna add a little tuna to that to spice it up with some protein. Just warm it up. Another couple minutes and I'll head on out. Oh. Wait again. I guess it's time to head on out. It's not gonna let up all day, so better just start loading the gear, getting back on the horse. I'm sorry, baby. I'll wash you later. She's gonna have some crusty mud up in here. I gotta get that radiator breathe better. She's a little wet. Alright. That's rad. This is really cool. It was following a stream, river down below, and now I'm up on the top of the pass. Nice rolling meadows to mountains. It looks really good. So I just got parts at the motorcycle store. And I'm trying to catch the bus back to my hostel in Anchorage. I've been here for 3 days. I failed miserably at fixing the bike. I hope this afternoon goes better. So here's motorcycle maintenance day. I got the old chain off. I'm cleaning her up a little bit. WD-40 does great. Here's the chains. New chain, old chain. Well, Nebesna, we're on our way. We're on the dirt road. Got about 40 some miles of dirt to navigate to get there and some stream crossings. Should be challenging, but rewarding.
Like everything I saw has been swept away. Well, I refuse to let you go. I can't get it right. Get it right. Since I met you.
Well, we got a flat tire in the rear. I'm gonna put it up on the stand. Figure out where the flat puncture is at and how I want to deal with it. There's my problem. Nice little pinhole right there. Looks like I'm gonna need to fix that. Well, it's 10:30 and I'm beat. So I think I'm gonna post up here for the night. It's off the beaten path. Sun's just now setting. I got about an hour left, maybe till 11:30 when it sets. And this looks like a pretty sweet spot to put up a tent. My tire is completely flat. There is no PSI in that bad boy whatsoever. Maybe a pound or two. And it would seem
At
like
best.
the gears right here on this compressor are not lining up. It looks like they broke apart and need to be realigned or held manually in place. She's kind of funky there. Frankensteiner. See if it'll work just to get me by for a quick pump up. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. Ghetto fabulous air compressor take one. In the instructions they specifically say do not hold the air compressor. But I feel like I have no choice at this point, and so I'll figure out why they said not to do that very quickly. So we got the tire lined up, and we are heading from Delta Junction. And I just stopped here to go to the restroom and fill up my water bottles and make some phone calls. So we got a place in Fairbanks that has the tire size that I need. 4 feet in diameter, made of steel, which was imported from Japan back in the 60s. I want to say 1967 is when they did construction on the pipeline and they needed the steel. And there was so much steel, the only country in the world that had that much steel at the time in the 60s was Japan. What I find ironic is just 20 some years before that, Japan was bombing Pearl Harbor. So in 20 years, you're banging on the door for making a huge investment in purchasing steel from Japan to build this 500-mile pipeline that stretches from Prudhoe Bay all the way down to Valdez. Man, that's pretty cool. That is some serious stuff right there. Alaska, motherfuckers.
Gold teeth and a curse for this town are all in my mouth. Only I don't know how they got out here. Turn me back into the bed I was when we met. I was happier then with no mindset. And if you turn to me like a girl takes to the wind, well, I'd have jumped from my trees and died and danced like a king in the ice. So the rest of our lives were fed well. New slang when you notice the stripes, the dirt in your fries. Hope it's right when you die, old and bony. Dawn breaks like a bolt through the hall. Never should have called, but my head's to the wall and I'm lonely. And if you turn to me like a girl takes to the wind, well, I'd have jumped from my trees and died and danced like a king in the ice. So the rest of our lives will end well. Godspeed, all the beggars at dawn, and they all cut their thumbs and bleed into their buns till they melt away. I'm looking in on the good life. life I might do never define. Without a trust, the flaming fields, am I too dumb to refine? And if you took to me like when I did dance like a queen of the ice, or was it